Storm fans, welcome to this edition of Storm Sounds. Today we are joined by head men's and women's golf coach Milt Johnson, and he is here to help us preview the 2011 spring season. Milt, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us in.
So this is the main season for women's golf. So if you could tell us a little bit, what's the team outlook going into that season?
Well, we are actually healthy for a change. We've got all 5 players. This is the first season we will actually compete as a team, having a team score to be able to post. So should be interesting. It'll be a lot of fun. We have 5 tournaments scheduled. The GLIAC Championship for the women is in the spring, so we've got 4 events going leading up to that, and hopefully we'll be able to get started here the first week in March.
You mentioned having team scores now. What kind of added dynamic is that for your ladies?
Well, I think the players will look forward to it. I have Amanda Velasco as a junior. She's been here for 3 years, and she's been competing as an individual. And I think just having a team scores, I think it lends some credibility to the program. I think it helps us with recruiting too.
So, what are maybe the top tournaments that you're playing this year? You can tell us a little bit about all the tournaments that you guys are going to this spring.
Well, the first event we're going to is over spring break at Union College in Kentucky. The men and women are at the same site, which is important for us to be able to do that, having both teams. And then leading up to the GLIAC, the end of April at Ashland University hosts it at Ashland Country Club. So that'll give us a good feel for where we stand in the conference.
So then on the men's side, this is the secondary season of the year after competing in the fall. What do you kind of look for your guys, and what do you want them to achieve? Well,
this spring we have one more NCAA regional. Again, the men are going to open up at the same tournament in Kentucky, but we had the NCAA regional down at hosted by Northern Kentucky the first week in April. And the last event of the year is actually the GLIAC preview. It's being held at the golf course that will host the conference championship next fall. So the players will get a chance to go up there and compete at the course, get to see it one time or twice anyway with a practice round, and just get an idea what the golf course is like. So we have 1 senior only, so most players will be back. It'll be interesting. Let the guys compete to see if we can keep moving up in the league.
You mentioned there during the GLIAC, this will be continued of the first season in the GLIAC. What did you see in the fall competing against those teams, and where do you think you fit in now?
Well, I think we fit in okay. I think our scores need to get a lot better. It's probably the toughest conference. Men and women both. The GLIAC is probably the toughest Division II conference. I mean, at one point, 3 of the top 7 women's golf teams in the country were in the GLIAC, which is really hard for a northern climate league to have. And on the men's side, we need 4 guys who can shoot right around par, and we're getting better. We're getting better at it. It's just going to take some time.
Well, Milt, thanks for joining us today, and best of luck this season.
All right, thanks a lot.